The jersey says USA. The crest on your chest is the World Cup crest, and 70,000 people are making a noise you don't just hear. You feel it in your ribcage. This is your life, right now. As a player on the United States men's national team at the 2026 World Cup, you've been here for 3 weeks. You've won. You've been humiliated on national television. You've sat in a locker room so quiet you could hear your own heartbeat. And in 4 days, you play Belgium, a game that could define your career or end it. But before we get there, you need to know what happened in that locker room after Turkey, because that night changed everything, and nobody outside this team knows what was said. Until now. 6 levels, 1 shot at history. This is how it actually feels. Columbus, Ohio, November. You're 15 years old and it's 5:47 a.m. Not 6, not 5:30, 5:47, because that's when you woke up without an alarm, stared at the ceiling for exactly 3 minutes, and made a decision. You pull on your cleats in the dark. Your parents are asleep. The park near your house has frost on the grass. You go anyway. Not because a coach told you to. Not because a scout was watching. Nobody was watching. That's the point. There's a version of you that rolls over and goes back to sleep. That version has a totally normal life. You'll never know what it looks like because you didn't choose it. Fast forward. You're 22. You're sitting on a bench in a stadium in Portugal. You've been in Europe for 8 months. Your manager has started you 0 times. After a Tuesday training session, he pulls you aside. He says in broken English, "You are technically good, but you play like someone who is afraid to be wrong." You go home that night and you think about that sentence for 4 hours. He's right. You've been playing not to fail instead of playing to win, protecting yourself instead of expressing yourself. And you realize this is the same thing you've been doing your whole life, in every room where you felt like you didn't fully belong. The next match, you start. You make 3 mistakes in the first half. You keep playing. You score in the second half. Your manager doesn't say anything after the game. He just nods once. You understand. 3 years later, you're on a flight to Los Angeles. The 2026 World Cup starts in 6 days. You are in the starting 11 for the United States. June 8th, SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles. USA versus Paraguay. Your first World Cup match. The anthem is different when 75,000 people sing it for you. You've heard it 1,000 times. This time, your eyes fill up before it ends. You don't look left or right. You just breathe. USA wins 3-0. The country explodes. For one night, America only talks about soccer. June 14th, Kansas City, Australia. Harder game, more physical, more organized. They press you for 60 minutes and you feel every one of them. You win. 2 games, 2 wins. You're through to the knockout rounds before the last group game even kicks off. June 22nd, MetLife Stadium, New York. USA versus Turkey. Technically, it only matters for seeding. Technically. You're leading 2-1 with 4 minutes left. Someone on the bench starts calculating the bracket. 2 players exchange a look across the pitch. The kind of look that says, "We've got this." That look costs you. Stoppage time. Turkey corner. The ball comes in. Your defensive line has pushed up 2 steps too far. Not a lot, barely noticeable. Enough. They score. 2-2, then 3-2. Final whistle. You don't move. You stand on the pitch while Turkish players celebrate around you, and you stare at the exact patch of grass where the line was 2 steps too high. That's where the game died. 2 steps. The locker room is the quietest place you've ever been inside a building full of people. Your coach walks in, sits down, doesn't raise his voice, doesn't throw anything, doesn't give a speech. He sets a timer on his phone. 10 minutes. He says, "Feel it. All of it. Don't push it away." And then he sits there with you. Some guys cry. Some stare at the floor. You close your eyes and you let every emotion move through you without trying to control any of it. The embarrassment, the anger, the replay of that defensive line in your head on loop. The timer goes off. Your coach says 1 sentence. What was the one thing? Your captain answers immediately. Line too high in stoppage time. We fix that tomorrow. One thing, nothing else. Then, we are not the team that lost to Turkey. We are the team that learned from Turkey. Every room you walk into from now until this tournament ends, that's who you are. Nobody responds. Everyone stands up. 48 hours later, you're back on the training pitch, running the same defensive shape over and over in specific scenarios. Not 5 things, 1 thing. By the 3rd day, it's automatic. The line holds exactly where it should. You could run it in your sleep. You will never give up a goal that way again. That process. Feel it fully. Find the one cause. Fix the one thing. Choose who you are after it. You'll use it for the rest of your life. Not just in soccer, in everything. But you don't know that yet. Right now, you just know one thing. Bosnia is in 4 days. July 1st, Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara. 70,000 people. The air smells like sunscreen and grass. Bosnia want to make this ugly. Sit deep, kill space, wait for a mistake. You can see it in their shape from the first minute. The first half is a wall. You create. Nothing falls. The crowd gets nervous around minute 35. Minute 42. Corner. The ball swings in. Fuller and Balogun reads the flight before anyone else. Makes the run to the near post. Gets his touch. Goal. 1-0. Levi's erupts. But here's what's different about this team compared to 3 weeks ago. Nobody relaxes. Not one player looks at the bench with relief. Every single one of them goes back to the center circle with the same face they had at 0-0. You feel it. Something has hardened in this group since New York. The second half is controlled, clinical, relentless. Malik Tillman catches a free kick perfectly, low and hard into the corner. 2-0. Late Straight on, Balogun earns a straight red. He won't play Belgium, but nobody panics. You hold the shape. Final whistle, 2-0. USA through to the round of 16. In the tunnel, a Bosnia player grabs your arm. He says, "You changed something. After Turkey, you changed something." You nod. You know exactly what it was. Level 2 complete. Belgium are not Bosnia. 3 days of film. Every press trigger, every transition, every set-piece pattern. Your analyst builds a 15-page document. You memorize it like a language. Day 2, Seattle training ground. It's raining. The grass is wet. You're running the same press shape for the 14th time. Your lungs are burning. Someone mutters something under their breath. Your captain turns around. One more time, like it's the first. You run it again. This is what separates round of 16 teams from quarterfinalists. Not talent. The willingness to run it one more time, at full intensity, when your body is asking you to stop. The night before the game, Seattle hotel, 11 p.m. You can't sleep. You don't reach for your phone. You just lie there and let the thoughts come. Your manager in Portugal, the frost in Columbus, the 94th minute in New York, Balogun's run, the tunnel in Santa Clara. You realize something. You're not nervous. You're ready. And you finally understand the difference. Nervous is hoping something goes right. Ready is knowing you've already done what determines whether it does. July 6th, 7 a.m. Alarm goes off. 10 minutes of stillness. Then you become an athlete. Breakfast, team meeting, bus, warm-up. The routine doesn't change because the stadium gets bigger. That's the entire point. Anthem at Lumen Field, 68,000 people. You look down the line at the people next to you. These are the people who stood up in that locker room, who ran the shape 14 times in the rain, who learned from Turkey instead of breaking under it. You know what they're made of. That knowledge is worth more than any scouting report. The referee raises the whistle, and every invisible rep, every 5:47 a.m., every one more time in the rain, is about to matter. Here's what nobody tells you about getting to this level. Talent gets you in the room. Everyone here has talent. What separates the people who go further is something much simpler and much harder. It's the ability to feel something completely and then move. Most people, when they fail in public, drown in it for weeks, or pretend it didn't hurt and push it down. Both destroy you. One makes you fragile, one makes you numb. The people in that locker room after Turkey did something different. They felt it completely. 10 minutes, no suppression, and then they closed it. Found the one thing, fixed the one thing, chose who they were after it. That's not a soccer skill, that's a life skill. You have a Turkey game. Maybe you've already had it, maybe it's coming. When it does, 10 minutes. Feel it all. Find the one cause. Fix that one thing. Then choose your identity. The reset isn't about pretending it didn't hurt. It's about deciding how long it gets to define you. This team gave Turkey 10 minutes, then they moved. That's why they're standing in Seattle about to play Belgium for a spot in the quarterfinals on home soil. The whistle blows. 68,000 people on their feet. Level 3 has begun. Part 2 drops after the match.